When we recall the verse from Matthew about the city on the hill, I think of our town in the jungle, how we can be an example to the world.
The Puritans preached that their shining example would be Boston. But 300 years later, it is instead a corrupt home for fake progressives and powerful elites.
A betrayal. The ultimate manifestation of the great American lie.
We give our lives to expose that despicable hypocrisy.
Listen, perhaps my favorite verse from Acts chapter 4. And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart and of one soul. Neither said any of them that aught of the things which he possessed was his own, but they had all things in common. And with great power gave the apostles witness of the resurrection of the Lord Jesus. And great grace was upon them. By example, and those who don't join with us, either they are ignorant, those people we must convince, or they are evil, those people we must live without. Be stronger, and what the children need most is for us to be strong. It's at nighttime that it becomes most beautiful. Beyond our town, a sea of darkness, but above us, a sea of stars. You never saw stars like that in the city. Most beautiful. Beyond our town, a sea of darkness, but above us, a sea of stars. You never saw stars like that in the city. Violence to the resident alien, the fatherless, and the widow, nor shed innocent blood in this place.
Kennedy reminded us. From the start, America wanted to be a shining city on the hill, a beacon to the world. Well, America's nuclear flame is now a beacon of fear throughout the world. You can have freedom, it shouts, as long as it's our capitalist freedom. And if you try anything else, the bombs will come.
You trusted me because I told you what you already knew. That the society we lived in was corrupt and unjust. I showed you a better way. And when we were tormented for our beliefs and our faith, Rebecca and I laid the groundwork for a new home for all of us. Now everyone has to put in the hard
Do I know
work
you?
so Freedom Town can...
Are you a member of the mission? Did you just join? I came here to find a good home for my boys. I loved what my kids would learn here about justice for everyone. But this place is too intense. Now, everywhere I look is danger. Things are coming to a head. I wish I could go get my kids and run, but they're off in Cuba. I don't even know where. I need an address, anything, before I can think of leaving to go get them. When they said we had to send the kids away, I should have known what that would mean for the rest of us. Isaac has a vision for us, and I am proud to be here with him. If anything's wrong, it's me. I don't know if I was made for this. You want to find Alex? He's your family? Oh, he's a good kid. Let me see your map. He's in this section. I'm sure he'd like to see you. Just like I want to see my boys.
From Romans 13, let no debt remain outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another. For whoever loves others has fulfilled the law. The commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, and whatever other command there may be, are summed up in this one command. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. No matter how hard the work, never despair, my people. We are the Lord's beacon within this troubled world. From John chapter 1. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
When we reject this world totally, that will be the spark that will force people everywhere to recognize what must be done.
Oh, is that right? I'll bring it home.
A quick reminder of the fire policy. Open flames are to be limited to fire pits and designated revolutionary installations only. We can't afford to accidentally burn down our town just as it's come to life.
Ah.
Never mind.
Oh,
I've had followers who question how I can be so accepting of art.
Sarah and I were talking about her schedule, and, well, as you know, it is her job as communications director to handle all the mail going out of Freedom Town. So whenever possible, ask yourself, do I really need to write this long letter to my family? We know keeping families back in the U.S. feeling okay about our project is important, but maybe a simple postcard would suffice. Postcards are available.
Mom, I know you've never believed in what we're doing here, but I don't blame you for being wrong. As Isaac always says, the American corporate machine is designed to make people fear any different way to live. But we live our own policy, and our policy is true equality. I may not change your mind, but I hope you believe in me and love me enough to help me with my dream. This is really hard for me to ask, but as we get this started, things are stretched thin. Supplies for myself, for all my friends here, would help so much. If you could send a wire transfer, that would help the most.
Often I think of all the good people we lost in our great struggle, both in our collective mission, but also our comrades across the revolution. I remember them when I look into our dark future. We must accept what comes.
Send a wire transfer, that would help the most.
Often I think of all the good people we lost in our great struggle, both in our collective mission, but also our comrades across the revolution. I remember them when I look into our dark future. We must accept what comes.
Have you hurt any of my people? For us, the terror is not knowing what your kind is capable of.
My wife
I need to go talk to my wife. Your coming here has really set her off, and I just need to stop her.
No one said justice was going to be easy or comfortable. If you want to go back to the comforts of the U.S., come talk to us. If we can't convince you what a mistake you are making, then there is no place for you here.
There's a lot worse things than this, man. Nothing wrong. What was that?
As Lenin said, freedom in a capitalist society has always meant freedom for the slave owners. The trick is, in America, sometimes they let new people own slaves. You can destroy a revolutionary by killing him, or by making him comfortable and just a little powerful.
We will never know paradise if we do not claim it. That is why we built this place, and why we must keep building.
What was that?
They are the merchants of death. We are the people who live. Am I a man of God or a man of war? When the so-called civilized world will not leave us alone, I must be both. I will fight until my people are free from fear and free to live. You do not build a war machine to maintain peace. War machines are hungry for one thing, and they only understand one language. That is why we must take up arms, even now. I wish we could inspire the world. But if we can just save ourselves, we will know that is all God wished for us.
From time to time, I think about what they might say about us in the history books. But then I remember that those texts are shot through with lies.
From Corinthians 4, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, cast down, but not destroyed. For we who live are always delivered unto death for Jesus' sake, that the life also of Jesus might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. So that death worketh in us, but life in you.
Needed by the government. If we had not left, I am certain the same would have happened to us.
When I'm trapped in the pit with the darkest filth of humanity, I will light that candle. If not so that I can see, so that at the very least I can burn all who brought me down there. Do not. Over the last 10 years, I've seen all the great progressive leaders assassinated. I know my life is at risk. Rebecca knows she is in danger. We make ourselves targets by what we say and what we do. We accept this. But not for you, my people. I will not let them kill a single one of you. We control our own lives. Single one of you. We control our own lives. When I read my Bible, it is so obvious Jesus Christ is on our side. Those who somehow read his holy words yet still live as the most despicable capitalists. Are they illiterate?
When writing to your relatives, remember we want them to understand how good things are for us, how important our work is. And Sarah, our communications director, is always available to help you make them understand.
My God, they're killing us. They're really killing us. This place. This place was supposed to be safe.
They have shown no hesitation to kill us. If you see anything suspicious, stay away and get a member of...
Let us live. I have just been told they have killed one of my people. I always said this day would come.
This is horrible.
This is the end, my people. When they murder us in our beds, what hope do we have? We must find...
I have never understood forgiveness. People don't change. A killer is a killer is a killer. And there's only one thing to do when the murderer has brought death to your home. You make sure the murderer will not kill again.